Guys, have you heard what the president had to say in response to President Zuma's debacle? I'm talking about President Ramaphosa's response today. He finally had to speak when the journalist asked him as to what's his take of his intention of not appearing at the Zondo Commission. And he used one of the famous ANC talking points that people need space. So he said there were I'm just paraphrasing, faith-based organizations and NGOs which are urged him to really reconsider and let's give him space to think about this situation, and then he will at the end of the day make his pronunciation. So anyone now going on forward saying that we should talk about this issue, really that's really not on. Essentially that's what he just said. It's crazy. Think of it. So now the ANC had been beaten again in terms of tactics, right? The EFF, they went to Nkandla to go meet the president. Think of it. Also in the media, the SACP said that they're encouraging former President Jacob Zuma to reconsider about this Zondo Commission attendance. So they're urging him to respect the constitution and reconsider. And mind you, these are the alliance. The SACP, you've got COSATU. I haven't had anything from COSATU. I haven't had anything from the ANC, in fact, other than dilly-dallying, pussyfooting around the whole issue. In other words, if a former state president says that I'm not going to attend a commission hearing, the first things that you would think of is you'll have one of the leaderships from the ANC going over to meet with their former president. I mean, this is he's their comrades who they've been, close to each other, fighting against the apartheid regime, being in parliament together, being into different committees together, being into different conferences together. But now they just went silent. Imagine that. Not long time ago, we had one of the top 6 of the ANC officials flying. Remember that story, folks? They flew to Zim in order to go have negotiation there, and on the fact finding mission in Zim in order to assist the nation of Zimbabwe through their issues that they were going through. You mean if they're able to fly over to Zim using the military plane and had to be in trouble after being dissed by the whole nation of flouting the laws, flouting the COVID rules, going to Zim, you mean they can't be able to drive over to KZN and speak to their former president? Isn't that crazy? Now, today the media is just perplexed and livid. It's as though they're very disappointed that the former foes are now together having tea. And it was kind of funny when Pambo, I think is the spokesperson of the EFF, he was outside telling the media, guys, nobody invited you to come through, but I'm just here to pay courtesy to you guys and have a little bit of a conversation with you and just tell you what happened. And there they were. And the funny part is that he came out there and told them that the tea was sweet, number 1. And number 2, the tea was hot. And it was the tea was very pleasant. And then you have a gentleman who calls himself Lord of the Media Samkelo Maseko, trying to just squeeze the information out of Fuyani Pambo by saying, man, listen, man, you and I are political animals. We know that this might have something to do with this constitutional issue. So all the journalists are now into a wild goose chase of speculations, and they even said that the EFF in KZN are saying that this is something that they want to use, some sort of getting blessings from Jacob Zuma, so that the EFF can garner more votes in there. And then the EFF spokesperson was like, no, man, decisions come from the top. And it was kind of hilarious. And you see the headline, so a headline from Channel 405 saying something along like reading the tea leaves of the meetings between the both, So this is where we are now. The ANC president and as well as the South African president not willing to basically say, hey, these are my views. For me, if I see that someone is intentionally not going to the Zondo Commission, who might send a wrong signals to the nation that we're not abiding by the constitution and so forth. But then you can understand that the factional wars are spilling themselves into to the public. So you can understand that it would be not even there's not even a chance that President Ramaphosa would go and meet Jacob Zuma. But if I were him, I would go there as a leader, despite their bruising battles, in order to at the conference, at the elective conference, the NDZ faction and the Ramaphosa faction. Well, as much as most people are saying that, hey, listen, man, these are not really factions. I mean, this is the same snake with two heads, ready to bite you. Most people are saying, I think the DA wrote the Zondo Commission requesting the Zondo Commission to go when President Ramaphosa goes there for the commission to ask President Ramaphosa about the cadre deployment policy of the ANC, of which when you're looking at the Zondo Commission right now, it just shows about all these key ANC people who are in a whole lot of parastatals that's been embroiled in allegations of fraud and corruption. Remember, the President Cyril Ramaphosa was the chairperson of the cadre deployment committee of the ANC. So all these things which are unfolding before our eyes, some in one way or another, President Cyril Ramaphosa had a hand in it. He had to okay the appointment of all these people who have been accused of being fraudulent and involved in shady business deals. And to top it up, remember, Cyril Ramaphosa was also was appointed by the former President Jacob Zuma to be in the war room that was to battle against ESCOM's load shedding for years, where we had in the commission when Brian Molefe said that Cyril Ramaphosa was the chairperson of one of the other mines, which eventually was bought by another giant mine. So effectively, because of the political clout that the President Cyril Ramaphosa had, the deals then came through. And now most people are looking at the Zuma Mahashule faction as the faction that's throughout all the years, with the talk of the wasted 9 years, as if most of the people who are in the ANC cabinet were not there, but where else they were there, So, my name is Mamuji, and thanks for watching the Mamuji Show, and I'm out.